All right, all right, all right. Uh, let's see. Am I live on X? I am live on X. Thank you guys for anybody that is here. I appreciate you guys for being here. And let's check if we're live on YouTube as well. Looks like we are. Set that up. Let's see. All right. What's up, you guys? How's everybody doing? We got about 49 people that are here. Make sure you guys hit the like button as soon as you get in here. It does help out the channel, helps out growth, helps out all of that stuff. So I appreciate you guys for taking the time to be here. And we're gonna do this to subscribers only, so that subscribers can only chat. So if you're not subscribed, hit that subscribe button as well. Holding 500K Jasmy Coin. Let's go, Jasmy. Absolutely. Jasmy has been making a move today. If we look at my portfolio, it's one of the top, right? It's not the top because we do have something else that's moving a little bit more than that. But, we can see that Jasmy Coin's definitely making a little bit of a move. And over the last 7 days, it looks great. We're going to get into that in a little bit. Good morning, everyone. You were good. Okay, perfect. Weren't you just saying you won't be a Jasmy millionaire? I mean, just because I said that I don't plan to be a Jasmy millionaire doesn't mean that I'm not ready to be one. Um, because what I'm looking for in my exit plan doesn't necessarily when it comes to reality as well as expectation, it doesn't mean that I'm 100% expecting that to happen. However, there's so many opportunities for that to happen. So while I am going to sell a certain amount at certain levels, there still leaves a forever amount that is sitting in my ledger wallet that I will never touch, right? So that alone has the opportunity to become that millionaire status just for Jasmy Coin itself. But I understand where you're coming from. Maybe a little bit contradictory as you look at it and go, hey, if you don't plan to become one, how are you ready? I mean, I'm always ready to gather more money and put it in the right places. Trust me. Um, Yo, what's up, Matt? What's going on? Hey, Matt, when does CRO pump? I mean, we're gonna see it pump in altcoin season. I mean, we haven't seen much volume that's come from CRO lately. I mean, we typically don't need to see a lot of volume, but that's kind of to maintain the current market cap rather than just increase or explode the current market cap. But um, to just maintain, we really only need to see where the volume is. So once we see that volume start to explode, we'll start to see CRO make these moves. Still holding 370,000. I know for a fact that I'm gonna make a ton with CRO. So yeah. Um, you good over here? Thanks for letting me know. I appreciate it. Hit the sub button. Definitely do that. We got 14 likes and we got 65 people that are here. Um, Matt was on. Wait, sorry, Jasmy. Jasmy was on my trade list. Not yet. It's up. I hear you. Like a short-term trade list, or you mean like a long-term trade, like to gather it just for um what the ultimate end will be, what the future will bring with Jasmy Coin. Is that what you're looking for? Are you looking for like short-term pumps and more day trading and swing trading? Matt, did CRO hit an all-time high before or after their 70% burn? Um, it was after. So, you saw it hit the all-time high market cap as well. I think it was like 95 cents. Um, but it wasn't like that wasn't the highest point that it could possibly get to, right? Obviously, we saw the downturn in 2021 where things really started to fall down. But it was definitely after. What happened to Jasmy lockup? The Jasmy lockup, from what I understand, we have seen the initial lockup. It's just multiple businesses that haven't had a similar effect. in locking up the same amount or a larger amount. And like I said, expectations needed to be minimal. Instead of looking at 90% that could be locked up, we needed to look at like less than maybe even just 1% or 2% or something like that. And even that, we still come up short. But I haven't heard much about that after the fact. And that comes, right? That comes and goes as more and more people get into cryptocurrency, more and more people get comfortable with cryptocurrency. That's where you see businesses that then get more and more comfortable with crypto. I feel like right now we're still at a point to where businesses aren't 100% comfortable with crypto, no matter what it is. It could be Bitcoin, it could be Ethereum. But once you see that comfortability, then you start to see, more and more that interact and partner with different cryptocurrency projects. Guys, we have 94 people here. If you can hit the like button, get me up to 50 likes, I will greatly appreciate it. Does help out. Also, if you want to check out my link in the chat for Margex, where you can trade up to a 5x leverage. If you look at some of these leverage trades that I have right now, I'm currently on XRP, which for some reason it's not auto linking. Some of these trades that I have right now, I'm still sitting on some of these trades. I was waiting to see if we saw a lower level because I was going to take this 4,000 that I had here and start to invest a little bit more, but we're still at a major positive level here. So I want to see this work in our favor. Jasmy Coin, being up $437 in just that position, that play that I have, or 218%, 150%, 164%, 154%, 139%, 83%, 200%, whatever, right? You see the level of gains that you can have within Jasmy Coin or within Margex if you guys do it the right way. So feel free to check out that link for Margex down below and, get involved with trading and, try and teach yourself how to do it because it honestly is a great platform. And once you learn how to use it, once you learn how to trade, you start realizing like, I could make a ton from this. You don't want to make it your job to do that, but if you can gain a little bit extra on the side, that's always a great thing. But let's take some time. I'm gonna go back into the comments in a little bit. Make sure you guys take some time to hit the like button. But if we look at my watch list, this is where the things that I'm currently holding and things that I'm watching. But most of them, if not all of them, I am holding. You're going to see some of the bigger movers today. If we sort it by 24 hours, you're going to see Teller. TRB is up by 8.8%, 24% for the last 7 days, up to $72.92. I think my cost basis is still higher than where we're at. I didn't really put much more into the cryptocurrency market as of late. If I did, it was in leverage trading rather than in just holding outright. But I'm looking at 8.8% there. You're also seeing Jasmy Coin at the top of that list. That's why we're talking about Jasmy Coin today. Jasmy Coin is sitting up 8.3% in the last 24 hours at 2.3 cents. We want to see that skyrocket, get to a level of 3, 4, 5, 6, 10 cents and beyond, right? Which is not an unbelievable ask in something that's worth a $1.1 billion market cap. We're going to see a lot more growth in a lot of altcoins, and Jasmy Coin is going to be one of those that sees a lot of growth. If we look at the last 7 days, we're going to see that that's up by 20%. Book of Meme is also up. I talked about that recently in one of my videos as kind of a sleeper play for some people. It's up by 7% today or 17% overall. Gala is also up by 22%. If we sort it by the biggest movers, you have Sync within my watch list. You have Grock that's up by 26% over the last 7 days there. Still has a lot to go when it comes to even getting to my cost basis, as well as being worth a lot more, hundreds of millions of dollars. And then you have Teller, you have Gala, you have Anchor. I was actually, if there was one play that I was going to throw more money into, Anchor and Beam were definitely two of them that I was going to throw a little bit more money into to see how far that's going to go. I believe Anchor can be worth well over $1. I think it only has a circulating supply of 10 billion. So I think Anchor can definitely be worth $1, and where it sits at 3 cents, there's so much room for growth. Jasmy Coin as well. I believe it could be worth $1, $1.50. Beam, I think it can be worth up there as well. It's at a 49 billion coin supply, but it's high on the list when it comes to gaming, right? Being in the gaming industry. So yeah, feel free, to go ahead and check some stuff out. Let me know what you're heavily invested into. What's your biggest investment? Is it Jasmy Coin? Is it XRP? Is it BTC, Ethereum, whatever? Let's see. Go back here. What level can you see Jasmy Coin getting to in the next 5 days? That's short term, right? So 5 days, we're looking at the 29th, which would be the end of the month. I don't know if I expect to see just nothing but positivity towards the end of the month. This is the way we can look at it, right? Because October typically ends up being a positive month. And when you have things that are inherently positive, right, people are going to chase that positivity. So they could either chase it on the month once they see it happening and going in FOMO wise, or they could go in beforehand to where they're like, I want to anticipate this run and I want to be a part of it, right? And everybody's thinking the same thing, and then you see the opposite that happens in October, or a level out that happens in October, and that's always possible. So it's all depending on how people react and what we are seeing, the numbers that we are seeing. So I don't necessarily know exactly what we're going to see. I don't think anybody does, and I'm not going to act like I do. So I'm hoping for more positivity, to see that continue and see Jasmy Coin get up to a level of 3 cents again, and then do what it does after that. But that's kind of what I want to see for the short term right now. But I'm more looking not towards the last 5 days or the last month. I'm looking towards the next year, right? Because I'm not necessarily saying I need to sell right now, or I need to sell next month, or I need to sell next quarter. I don't need to. We're going to see so much more that happens in the following 6 months and 12 months. That's going to be amazing for Jasmy Coin overall. Good morning, Matthew. Good morning to you too, Rhonda. I'm waiting for you to make a video on XCN. I don't really have any desire right now to make that, but we'll see as time goes on. You never know. How does the banking system using Ripple going to cause the price of XRP to rise? If so, what are your realistic thoughts on possible price of XRP? Thanks for answering the questions. So when you have banks that need to hold a lot of XRP, let's say that the banks themselves need to make these transfers internationally or throughout different banking systems, they need to hold it. If we are physically holding it as investors, as people that are kind of using it as a store of value in a way, right? Yes, we're looking for it to have a major use case and essentially use it, but right now we're looking for just the gains. We're looking for that store of value within it, and then we'll start to utilize it throughout. But if the banks have an easier way to use it, they need to grasp it. And it's a supply and demand situation. If I need this quarter, or if somebody else needs this quarter and there's only one quarter that's available, this quarter becomes worth a hell of a lot more than 25 cents, right? To you, because you need this quarter, you'll give me $1 for it. You're like, I really need that quarter, and you don't have 4 quarters to break this dollar. So if you only have this, just give me the $1 and I'll give you this. That means that this is worth 4 times than what it is. That's kind of the same way that you can look at it there with the banking situation, as well as being heavily used overall for transaction to transaction. So with many people that are utilizing XRP because it's the best, fastest, cheapest way to communicate and send your money directly to banks without any type of lag time, it's gonna be desirable. And if it's desirable, it's worth more. So that's kind of where that stands. But it all depends, right, on how many people use it for those situations or need it. And what we're predicting is that we're going to see many people that need it, many businesses, many banks that need it. Yes, they're going to have their own CBDCs that they create, right? But that's not going to be the easiest way to communicate to another bank. The easiest way and the fastest and cheapest way would be XRP itself. Just because they're using Ripple system doesn't mean that Ripple's going to give them, that it's going to be the best or cheapest way for them to go, all right, we'll use your CBDC and transfer to this other CBDC. And now they have to communicate with one another and convert to one another, which should be easy enough, but they also control all of that power to say it's going to cost a little bit more than what it would cost for XRP to go through that same payment option. So it's a little bit of a tricky situation to fully understand, but just know that if it takes over as the standard way to transfer, standard way to send money back and forth, then it makes it more desirable, and it makes that quarter be worth $1,000, depending on how bad they need it, right? Guys, we have 122 people here, and we have 48 likes. I think we can get to 60 likes. I like to be at like half of what the concurrent viewers are. So if we're at 120 people, 60 likes is the goal. If we're at 140 people, 70 likes, and so on and so forth. And if you can get it above that, I greatly appreciate it. I really, really do. I don't want to leverage trade ever. I understand. I mean, some people, it's just not for them. It's okay. Just know that you can practice when you go over to Margex. And let's say you're like, I don't want to leverage trade. I don't want to lose $10 in one shot. Well, you don't have to. It's like, I want to figure it out. Okay, I think XRP is in a good spot. So I'm going to go ahead and leverage trade 5X, and I'm going to leverage trade $1. That means that I'm spending 20 cents in order to leverage trade that $1, right? I'm practicing to see what my percentage gain could be. And it's not costing me a crazy amount. It's costing me less than this quarter that's right here to go through that trade, just to be able to practice to see how good you could be. And it's all about reading the charts the right way, right? Whether you're reading the charts long term and seeing where this is going to be, and in the next 5 years you're letting it play out the way that you believe it's going to play out, or you could do it shorter term and say, all right, over the next 3 months, what do I see here? Okay, well, we are at a little bit of a high point compared to where we were. We probably want to wait until we pull back a little bit more in order to, get into that play. Or we see it coming down a little bit. So I'm going to go ahead and sell the market. I was going to say short, but sell the market and essentially believe that they're going to come down. I'm going to do the same 20 cents, right? So it's all about practice. Practice makes perfect. Nobody gets on a bike and automatically knows how to ride a bike. Nobody picks up a basketball and becomes LeBron James. Like, that's not how that goes, right? So you have to practice if you want to get better at this situation. And nobody's one strategy is the end all be all. And my strategy changes from time to time to time. So you can check it out and give it a look if you want. You don't have to, but I just put it out there because it always is an option to where you can trade with less and essentially make a hell of a lot more. Because we look at some of these trades that I made, not on this, but if we look at some of my main trades over here, I have like 4 or 5. I have this one where I spent a very, very low amount. I spent 18 Matic, which let's say it's worth $18. And I'm already up $569 on this Jasmy Coin play, and I've already taken profit on this $750, and I only spent a total of $63 because I did take out my initial investment, obviously, and then just about $700 more in profit. So that's what you can do if you truly understand charting and doing it the right way. So definitely go ahead and check it out if you guys are interested. But feel free to say no. Like, I'm not gonna be upset with you if you don't. Let's look at Jasmy Coin. Jasmy Coin's currently at a $1.1 billion market cap with $87 million worth of volume. The volume looks really good today. 7.64% volume to market cap ratio. Typically, for a level of popularity, I like to see above 10%, which Jasmy Coin does normally hover under. Is about 10 to 20, even to 30%. But since it's gotten over $1 billion market cap up to a $2 billion market cap, we haven't seen that, right? The higher the market cap goes, the less we see within the volume to market cap ratio. So that's just how that goes. It's that way with XRP as well, and also Bitcoin, and also Ethereum. But we're seeing some solid movement. In the last day, we're up by 9%. In the last 7 days, we're up by 20%. In the last month, up by 4%. And in the last year, you're up by 531%, which is absolutely amazing. And I'm sure there's a lot of people that are like, I wish I would have bought at these levels, because if you just buy, $1,000, it's up to 5,000. You just buy, $10,000, it's up to 53,000. So obviously, I didn't buy that much. I bought about $4,000 worth, but it's still up a decent amount. If we go to my portfolio, it's still up, 19,000, which essentially is sort of offset with the Kronos loss that's here. But also XRP is at a gain as well. So let's say that's gonna even it out again. So yeah, things are looking good. Also, if we go into my stock portfolio, my dividend portfolio is looking pretty good. It's up by $180, $190 today over the last week, up by 500 over the last month, up by 2,000 the last 3 months, up by $8,436, and over the last year to date, up by a full $10,000 or 10.35%, which is amazing to have, right? Love the fact that I can gain that, every year, and hopefully I can keep contributing to it. $2,000 or $1,000 a month, that's my goal. But this month, I don't think I've done that. So I might have to do that. I am buying a car, so I don't know if I should. We'll see. We will see. Let's see. I'm skipping some stuff because I feel like I'm way behind. Matt, hope you're doing well. Has your Jasmy exit plan changed at all? I mean, it's pretty much have been the same. I don't know exactly where the first selling point is. I believe it's around the I want to say it's the 10 cent, 20 cent mark. Because the 10 cent mark, I would be at $100,000. I don't necessarily need to, but I think at that 10 cent mark, I could then start taking profit on these. I did say let me go ahead and go back to not these here. These are going to stay here for a while. So if this gets to a level of 10 cents, the take profit, right? The take profit on that will be 27,000%, which then should be somewhere around $5,000 or $6,000. I'm not even showing my screen. It should be $5,000 or $6,000 if I tip my take profit on this one, which is a 50x leverage at 10 cents. I essentially want this to go a lot higher to about 20 or maybe even 40 or 50 cents. I want to see it get to that point, because then you start to get into higher and higher ranges, gaining 10,000, 20,000, 30,000, gaining my initial investment back. But then as you look at my 1 million, it would be worth 200,000 at that point. So maybe I would take about 10,000 there to take out my initial investment plus a little bit of profit, depending on the time frame. Sorry. So I don't think it has changed much. I don't expect to become a Jasmy millionaire. However, there is some set aside to where that could be the case. So I plan on taking some profit, not here, but over here, which will go into the copy trading portfolio. It's not necessarily my portfolio anyways. So yeah, I plan on taking some right here, because it'll be sitting at, right now it's at 216%. So when it does get to a level of maybe like 10 cents, that's where we're seeing 2,500%, which essentially should be about $5,000 ish. I'm not sure if I'm going to take that early, but we'll see, because I think I have 2 Jasmy Coin positions there. Because right now it's all about gaining profit within your Margex portfolio, the copy trading portfolio. So I want to take profit here before I take profit in my Coinbase account, which is not up right now. I want to bring it up. Let me see if I can log in. Coinbase. I'm not logged in. Yeah, sure. Where's my phone? Let's see if it can log me in. I don't know if it'll do it this way. But make sure you guys take some time to hit that like button. I don't understand charting. Yeah, I know a lot of people like to make it complicated. It's not as difficult as people make it seem. They like to overcomplicate things so they can sell their course. They'll throw out a bunch of different indicators that you need to follow when in reality is that you really only need to follow a couple of indicators. Maybe it's one or two, and use that as a form of back to earth. You can use a 50 moving average, a 15 moving average, a 200 EMA. Use all of those, but realistically, it's about where it is. Uh, Relative. Sorry, I don't know why it's not logging me in. Let me try a different way. Give me a second. Hopefully, I can remember where my train of thought was. That's not it. Not the password. I don't want to do that. Why is it telling me to do it this way? More choices. Next. No, I don't want to do it that way. Stop sending me a notification. Try another way. There we go. That's it. Hate when it asks me to do that. Nope, cancel. And now. All right, I should be able to log in now. Perfect. Yeah, so if we look at my Coinbase portfolio and we go to assets, we're going to see here, you have my XRP. I have my Jasmy Coin, which is 1 million. That's still sitting there. And then we also have a good amount of Avalanche as well. I want to keep gathering Avalanche. I like AVAX a lot, where it stands at 27. I like it. I liked it at 20. I liked it at 19. I liked it at 30, right? Because I know that this is going to definitely be worth a lot more than where it stands right now, and definitely more than where it was before. You also see Teller that's kind of up, that's making a move, and some other things. I like API 3, Anchor, Litecoin. I did move some coins over there. I think I moved like $30,000 to $50,000 over to my Ledger wallet, because that's my forever amount, right? I have my amount over here, which is 119,000 plus the amounts that I have in other places. But I don't really like to check my ledger amount. But yeah, I think that sits between 30 and 50, probably closer to 30, 40. It's right in the middle. $42,000. Sorry, $46,000. Now it's closer to 50. I don't know how that changed, but maybe it just updated. But yeah, I got all types of things over there. I got Ethereum, I got Kronos, I got Litecoin, um, XRP, Avalanche, Solana, all of the ones that I feel like are forever plays, I have listed over there. But yeah, charting is you can make it as simple as possible. Charting, when you go into a chart, a lot of times you can make it super simple to where let's look at the last maybe 5 years. We'll look at the last year. And what I like to do is I like to look at the lowest amounts, and I'll basically say, okay, if we see it hit these levels, that's definitely a larger investment that I would make. However, once you see some of the other support levels, some smaller support levels, that's where you can still make a move within there, but it may not be as aggressive as like a bottom, right? A true bottom. I like to look at the bottoms. I like to look at the tops, and play those the way that they should be played. Like invest a little bit of money here and there, um, and I like to make it super simple. I'm not trying to overcomplicate anything. I only have two indicators here, which is a 50 moving average and a 200 EMA. And typically we see a lot of movement based on the either 200 EMA or the 50 moving average when it breaks away very far away from the 200 EMA, very far away from the 50 moving average. It's going to come back. That it's going to pull back to that level eventually. So when you see this large breakout, you know it's going to pull back to this level eventually. And it ended up doing that, pulled right back down to that level, broke back up, and then you see it pull back down. A lot of times you'll see that the price will always find its way back to that back to earth level, right? I like to classify it as that. And if you play it that way, you essentially will have more wins than you will have losses. But don't think that you will not have losses. You know, having losses is a part of trading. You just need to minimize how much you lose during those losses. You need to make sure when you win way higher than what you lose. Not the number of times, but the amount, right? If you say, all right, I want to make this trade, my goal is to make $100, your goal to lose and the place where you sell needs to be $20, meaning that you have 5 chances to make $100. 5 chances is better than 1. So 5 chances is better than 2 or 3 or 4. You can even go a little bit further, but I tend to see that either 3 to 5 is probably the best ratio to say, like, if I want to make $100, I either want to lose no more than $33 and no less, like I won't sell for less than a $20 loss. So in between 20 and 30 is where my sweet spot is. But the more practice you have, the better you get. Tagnum wallet, is it safe? I haven't ever looked into it, so I haven't heard of it. I'm not going to say that it is. So I don't know. I apologize for not knowing. You haven't made any money on crypto yet. It's a scam. I haven't made any money on crypto. I haven't really sold. Actually, I have. I've made money. I made $30,000 on GME. I made $30,000 on VSG. I made $4,800 on Terra Luna Classic. I've made $30,000 on XRP as well with my Margex trading. I've made thousands of dollars. I can't even count exactly how much, thousands of dollars on Margex trading elsewhere as well. I've also made $9,000 on FarmCoin, which I just tend to keep reinvesting into it. So I have made a ton of money in cryptocurrency. It's just a lot of the money will just go back into it, or that money will go over to my dividend portfolio. A lot of this money that's over here is not just from my everyday YouTube revenue or whatever. It's from trading as well. I take some of my gains in crypto and I'll throw $5,000, $10,000 over here. The one month I put $20,000 over here, and that's just because I was able to make that much money during that month. And I don't always throw it back in there. I throw it to my places to where I feel that I'm going to be able to hold forever and be able to gain revenue from. Because essentially what I want to do is build up my dividend portfolio to where I can gain $3,000 to $5,000 per month in dividends, which would be north of $1 million. It'd be like $1.5 million, to where I'd be able to gain $5,000 in dividend revenue every single month if I wanted to do it that way. Now, what I would typically do right now while I'm still working is continue to take that 5,000 and just continue to throw it back in that portfolio. And over the length of time, we look at a lot of the things that I'm invested into and they show nothing but positive growth, nothing but positive movement. So that's kind of what I'm looking for there. But yeah, it's definitely possible to make a ton of money in cryptocurrency. It's just crypto is in cycles right now, just like the internet was. Every internet business was making money, but also throwing money back into the business, so it looked like they weren't really making money. And the ones that survived started to innovate, started to change a lot of things, and they turned into very profitable businesses. Ones that like Nvidia, like the technology companies like Nvidia, like Tesla, like Facebook, like Google, all of them started to innovate and they turned into huge companies. And people that were investing in the beginning and held in the beginning, even holding ETFs, saw a huge rise in the amount in their balance and their dividends and all of those things. And it's all about time. Right now, we're still in the beginning stages of cryptocurrency being accepted and being a bigger thing. Just like credit cards, just like the internet, just like so many other things, digital money. This is where we stand, and we're gonna see so much more growth as time goes on because this is crypto is the future, but a lot of people don't understand it and they're denying it because they don't want to believe it. But if you look at history, right, we're not utilizing the dollar really anymore. I have like maybe $25 in my wallet. Before I used to carry around cash all the time because that's what you would use. You would use cash more often than using credit cards or debit cards or whatever. Then, checks and all, just so many things that have changed. And then we're going to get to a point to where we have digital money that doesn't get and it's the way we fight inflation as well, that doesn't get diluted or doesn't get I guess you start to print more money, just like they do with the US dollar or whatever currency to create inflation. You can't do that with an XRP. You can't do that with a Bitcoin. You can mine more up to a certain point, but you can't do that with certain cryptocurrencies. And if one becomes the main cryptocurrency or the main world currency that we can utilize and not just print more, add more, then it makes it better for us because we're not going to see the price of goods go up drastically like they would because of the fact that we're printing more money and we owe more money, right? And hopefully we can essentially start to pay off this debt that the U.S. owes. And that's just the U.S. I know we have people that are watching from outside the U.S. and I appreciate you guys, but yeah, that's where we stand. Been following you for a long time in Jasmy, ready for 10 cents. Hopefully it gets there this cycle. I think it will get there this cycle. I think there's a good chance that it gets there this year, which is only a few months left. So let's see. Really? What's really? Web Bull listed XRP to buy. It's just a heads up. That's great to hear. I mean, I think it's a buy as well, even at 60 cents. I bought it. I bought when I had my 30,000 that I made from Margex, like the amounts that I made. The price was ranging around 55 cents all the way up to 65 cents. I think I invested the entire amount at the level of like 60 cents or so. It might have been in between, like sparingly, because I did have all the XRP over on Margex and I just gathered it as it was between 55 cents and 60 cents. But then, started to invest a lot more. And I think my average is like 52 cents right now. So the point and the reason why it's that low, even though I invested a lot at the higher point, is because I did invest at 39 cents to begin with, then 40 cents, then 45 cents, and I invested a lot at the level of 40 cents as well. So the point is that my average is 52 cents right now. I still think that it's a buy. I still think that it's going to go a lot further than where we stand. But yeah, I agree. I just want to buy a cold wallet, but I don't know what is safer. I like Ledger. I like the Ledger stacks. I think it's more expensive than some of the other ledgers that are there. I don't see really the point in going this route over any other route. I thought that it would be more like I would be able to see the balance on my Ledger stacks. I thought that would be the case where I can go into sorry, I can go into XRP and see that I have this much XRP in there without having to go into my app. But I can't do that. It just gets in there, allows you to transfer directly to it while doing that. But it's just it's kind of pointless to even have the screen, to be honest. I wish it was a little bit better, just so that I don't have to use my phone. Like I don't want to have to go oh well, let me go ahead and check my balances. Um, I don't want to have to really check my balances at all. I want to basically say, oh, I found this that I've had for 10 years, and I go and check my balances on there, not on this device, and we're good. Is it possible to burn Jasmy Coin? Yes, there's a max supply in Jasmy Coin. They don't have a burn wallet set up from what I understand. I tried to ask them to set up a burn wallet, but yeah, if there's a possibility to burn Jasmy Coin. Um, what do you say is the most what will you say is the most potential coin, your favorite coin? What will I say is my most, like, the highest potential coin, the one that's going to gain me the most? Um, I'd probably have to say I'd probably have to say XRP. I have the most invested in there. I think CRO will definitely gain me a lot. I think Jasmy Coin will definitely gain me a lot dollar wise. Um, but yeah, I probably think some of the top plays that I have are going to gain me the most. Some might surprise me because as I go through my assets, some might surprise me. I might see API 3 that all of a sudden makes a huge move and is worth multiple tens of billions of dollars. I do believe is going to be worth, is going to get on the first page and be worth a lot more than where it stands right now. Anchor Coin might be able to do the same. Litecoin might be able to pick up to $1,000 or so. And then I have 100 that's sitting over here. I'm looking at a good, um, 100,000 or whatever, right? I have a lot that's sitting over there. Then Cosmos could make a move. You never know. Some of these lower end plays that I have over here, right? I know I have my Chronos over here, but I do have majority of my Chronos over on crypto.com where it kind of belongs. And then I have 100,000 that's sitting over there. I have 100,000 that's sitting over there in uh, what's it called? The Ledger wallet. Let me talk to my brother real quick. Forgot I had my phone hooked up to my screen. Um, what will you? Wait, I read that. Yo, Matt, you still hold Book of Meme and you bought the lows. So I didn't buy the lows. I was looking to buy at these lows that they had, but I just didn't put. Uh, I just didn't put it. Or I didn't actually purchase it. Sorry, I get distracted by some of the text messages. Um, but I just didn't put any money into the crypto market while it was at its lows. I mean, it's still lower than my cost basis right now. So I could buy more right now if I wanted to, but I'm actually, like I said, buying a car. So I'm not looking to put more money into the markets right now because I'm looking to get that down. I don't have a car payment right now. So, um, yeah, I'm looking to add or understand that before I jump into put your phone on silent. It pops up on the screen. So I have my phone hooked up to my computer here. Um, let's see. Good morning, Jazzy. Jazzy is great. Yeah, Jasmine Coin is absolutely great. Um, I'll never touch XRP. So many safer options. Even Cardano, there's zero chance ADA won't at least reach its previous high, which is nearly 10x from here. Can't really see XRP 10xing from here. So I definitely can. Um, XRP will be worth way more than $300 billion. It'll be worth multiple trillions of dollars. Um, I'm kind of guaranteeing that. I believe that it's going to be worth that much in the long run. Doesn't mean that it's going to be worth that this bull run. It all depends how everything shakes out, because the SEC can still do what they do, which does suck. And why would the SEC want to fight so much if they don't believe that XRP is going to be, and Ripple are going to be, kind of the cream of the crop when we talk about cryptocurrencies, when we talk about digital assets? So I agree with you with Cardano though. Cardano is definitely going to be worth a lot more. I have about $3,123.26 worth of Cardano, about 8,000 or 8,418 Cardano in my possession, and I do believe Cardano is going to be worth a lot. It hasn't really made the moves. It hasn't made the moves that it should have been making over this kind of lull period, the down market. But Cardano definitely will be worth a lot more. I just don't think it'll be worth more than what XRP is going to be worth, market cap wise, maybe even price wise. Yeah, so I haven't had much experience with many other cold wallets. How great can BitTorrent be since Tron owns it? I have no idea. I haven't dove into BitTorrent at all. I've seen positivity. I've seen people that are for it. I just haven't gotten into it or even researched it at all, so I don't know. But I'm sure it will have some major success. Uh, um, Grock community loves you. You are authentic. Well, thank you for saying that. I appreciate that. Um, yeah, thank you for saying that. I appreciate that because I really do like Grok as well. I have about $5,000 worth. I invested 7,000, so I am down on the position right now, but I believe it's going to be worth a heck of a lot more than where it stands right now. um, Even though it is a meme coin, it doesn't really have much utility to it, and maybe it will in the future. You never know, because Elon Musk tends to back things that has a lot of popularity, has a lot of movement, and if something is called Grok, um, and it's kind of a meme to the Grok AI, um, chatbot, I feel like you could add that in there and be like, this Grok coin that's already popular can be used to pay for a Grok premium or something. Um, what is your price target for Jasmy? Do you believe it is going to 25? cents before the end of the year. I don't necessarily believe that. What I'm looking for is around 10 to 20 cents by the end of the year, as long as we see the crypto market start this train towards um, major a major altcoin season, right? If we see the start, that's where we could see that happen. XRP lawsuit needs to end. It has been dragged out way too far along than required. Yeah, I agree. I 100% agree. It didn't need to get to that point, because you even look at where we're at now, right? The the CEO and the chairman have been rid of all charges, right? You have XRP that's labeled as not a security. The only thing that they were hanging on to is how much they would be paid for the institutional sale of XRP. That's all that they were hanging on to, and they're still hanging on to that. Why does it take so much time to say this is how much you need to pay for this thing that happened? If they agree that that is considered violating securities laws, then all you need to do is come up with a punishment, come up with how much you're going to pay. They came up with how much they're going to pay, and it took them a while to even come up with that. And now they're at a point to where maybe they're going to appeal it and kind of appeal everything at once, when you have no new information. You're going to land on the same ending point, and it's just going to take a lot more time, and XRP is going to be held at bay again through the next bull market, which will absolutely suck. I would despise the SEC if they found a way to hold XRP at bay because of this, the growth at bay because of this lawsuit, and they just continue with the same thing over and over again. It will suck, and it really does hurt XRP in the end, because then now somebody else can come up and go, okay, well, XRP is doing this, but we want to create something just like XRP. It's going to have the same impact as XRP, the same use, the same level of speed, all of that stuff. And now we can make that work. Is that what they're planning on doing? Because they don't want XRP to become the world currency. So they're trying to kind of stall as much as they can. And any win that they have, they stall. It's stupid. It really is. I don't like it. But what are we going to do? I mean, we can fight as much as we can, but the SEC is going to do what the SEC is going to do. Hopefully that's a change coming soon. This reminds me of having a conversation with my son. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, saying that I'm immature or saying that you don't understand a lot of what's going on with crypto. How far do you see Kronos going this cycle? I see it getting past the level of a dollar. My goal is $3, $75 billion market cap. That's my goal for Kronos. Bro, excellent channel. Thank you for saying that. I appreciate it. Thank you for the updates, Perry. We are pleasantly awaiting Jasmy bull flags and God candles, ACH also. Yeah, I mean, we're all waiting for it. I'm waiting for it. You're waiting for it. The next person's waiting for it. We just we just need to see some continued growth and some FOMO. We haven't seen much FOMO that have come into altcoins. We've seen FOMO that's come into Bitcoin, and many people that are saying I'm invested heavily into Bitcoin, and I'm looking for Bitcoin to go to 200, 300,000 and all these other things, and I'm like, there's so much more room for growth in other projects. If you're looking for a use, yeah, I understand a store of value, right? If you wanted to basically essentially look at it as gold, go, okay, I'm holding Bitcoin for the long term because it's going to be worth a hell of a lot. That's great, right? But when it comes to making an investment to where you can make a ton of money short term, as well as be able to hold some for what it could be long term, and be the next Bitcoin, when it comes to value, when it comes to growth percentage and all of that, there's so many other options out there. There's thousands of coins, or thousands of tokens at least, but there's a lot of projects out there that could provide you with gains as well as a use case in the end. Elon liked my meme with him wearing Grock fun mode glasses 2 days ago. Really? That's amazing. Did you like share the like? Because I would screenshot it and show that Elon Musk has liked it. It's just always great to be able to have somebody that has that much influence to like your post, or like what you said, or like whatever it is. Um, Even though they're just like me and you. We are starting to see Ethereum come down. It's down by about 2.3% in the last 24 hours. Bitcoin is down by 1%. So we're starting to see a little bit of a negative reaction in the markets. Tron is down. You're seeing Ton is down by 4%. Let me actually bring this over here. Yeah, so Cardano is still up by 3.3%, which is great. Dogecoin is slightly up. XRP is slightly down. Polkadot is slightly down. Avalanche is down by 2%. Um, Litecoin down by 2%, 1%, 1.3% for the last hour. 1% for FET. 2% for TAO. So yeah, we're seeing some negative movement here. Overall market down by 0.37%. And Bitcoin dominance is still steadily decreasing, which is always a great thing. Yep, on Telegram. He liked 4 memes this last week, actually. That's fantastic. You sure it's that Elon Musk, or is it the parody Elon Musk? Because I know the parody Elon Musk has a lot of followers as well. Um, I'm sure you know, but they both have the same name. Next year, 50 cents to 1 USDT. What are you talking about? I can link you the tweet of mine he liked. 2 Grock memes of mine this week. That's fantastic. That's absolutely fantastic. Is anything happening in the market? Is there any Jasmy news that's out there, or crypto news or something? Let's look at just some crypto news. I know there's a lot hovering around the election, because I hear that both sides are really for crypto, and they're laying out what their plans would be for crypto. So I hear that there's a lot sitting there when it comes to news. But Harris vows to aid AI crypto sectors, and pinch to NYC donors. I don't know what that means. Harris vows to encourage crypto in speech to Wall Street donors. Kamala Harris finally breaks silence on crypto, so I guess she's for crypto. Um, I want to hear more and more about how much they're for crypto, or not. But I just want to make sure that crypto is good either way, no matter what side it goes, right? Let's look at some things that are trending. So right now you have SHIT that is trending in the last 7 days, up by 71%, um, up by 32% in the last 24 hours. Um, Market cap is 10 million. $10 million. I don't know if that's fully diluted or whatever. Volume, you're looking at 4.2 million. Bitcoin is trending. You're seeing Nero, that's also trending. That's at a market cap of $485 million with $504 million worth of volume. That's great to see that. It's up 3,063% in the last 30 days, which is amazing. Right? Let me drink any water. Let's see what's moving the most in the last 7 days. Nero, you have Reef, you have TAO, you have SHIT, you have ENA, 40%. GOST or GHST, that's up by 39% or 16% in the last 30 days. Prime is a position that I talked about a while ago. That's at a $10.65 mark. It's up by 33%, 47% the last 30 days. Yeah, I believe Prime was definitely going to be worth a lot more. And I don't know when I first talked about it, but I believe it was worth like $3. Um, I'm pretty sure. I don't know if I have a video that's out here somewhere, um, but I think I looked at gaming cryptocurrencies. Let me see. Let me go to my channel. Let's go to gaming, maybe. These three gaming coins. Yeah, I did talk about Prime during this. So let me see if I can like find where I talked about Prime at. Give me a second. Let me look for. Yeah, here we go. This was, when was this? I don't know when this was uploaded. It doesn't tell me. But Prime was sitting at $8.46 at that moment. I don't know how much it was at when it comes to supply, because the supply you saw about 26 million, and now it's sitting at 35 million. But I still think Prime is going to be a big player. It was up to $27 at one point. Can definitely get back up there, and I don't know what the market cap was. It looks like about $1 billion of a market cap. Gaming industry is still going to be big. Good morning, Matt. Hope all is well, and many blessings to you and your family. Yeah, all is well. Trump said he's all in on crypto. I did hear that. Gotta go have fun. Yeah, hopefully everybody does. I will definitely have fun. Uh, your thoughts on Dogelon Mars? Um, I've had strong thoughts on Dogelon Mars before, and I probably still have the same thoughts, even though I haven't researched it in a while. I know they had the Methuselah Foundation and they had dilution that was going into it. I don't know where it stands right now. So let's look at it. It sits at a $72 million market cap with $1 million worth of volume. It doesn't seem like there's a lot going on there. You do have, I don't know if you have more of the supply that's out here compared to where I looked at it at. Because let me go back to my videos. Go back to my history. Doge Lawn. There you go. Let me bring this up, and then I'll also bring up the position itself. Come on. Say it. What's up, you guys? What's up, you guys? It's Matt here. What's up, guys? Come on, man. All right, let me just see if I could find this. Where's it at? Give me a second. You have the, we were looking at the Methuselah Foundation and talking about that. And then also looking at the price. Where was the price? Not just necessarily the price, but the market cap. The market cap was at a $400 million market cap. I can't see the supply. I can't really see that supply at all. I don't know if the video is just not loaded or what, but it looks like we had 514. So it looks like there wasn't really a major difference, unless that's a 3, but I can't see it. So, yeah, I think the quality on it right now is not looking too hot. Yeah, I don't know what's going on here. Let me see if I can fix the quality. There we go. Yeah, it's 554. And right now it says 549. So there must have been some burns that are going through with Elon, Dogelon Mars. But yeah, the Methuselah Foundation and everything that's there, that still bothers me because it's a way to dilute. Yeah, that's definitely a problem. Let me go and look at watch list. I want to see if Jasmy Coin is still I mean, it's still at a good level, but it's down by 2% in the last hour. So we're seeing a lot of things that are dropping a little bit. Book of Meme down by 3% in the last hour. GME is down by 4% in the last hour. I want to see that move up a lot more because I still hold about a million. I think I still hold a million GME because I held 3 million total and sold a decent amount as it was up to like 2 or 3 cents or something. Let me just keep this up just in case I need to look at something. Thank you everybody that's watching on Twitter. Anybody that's watching on X, I appreciate you guys. Feel free to comment, feel free to like, share, do whatever you could do. Blah, 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 let's go. Let's get your analysis on a Grock chart. It's consolidating well and now primed for a run. I think Grock is definitely ready for a run. It's just it needs to wait for altcoin season or some sort of like major hype that's attached to it. And I think we don't really have that. We have the mentions and we have the memes and we have the conversations, but it's not really meant to just run by itself because it's not altcoin season yet. Right, we're waiting for things like Bitcoin to kind of make that move first, Ethereum to make these moves first, but Grock currently is at a $31 million market cap with $6.6 million worth of volume, 20% volume to market cap ratio, showing that level of popularity with virtually all of that supply that is out there. I think you do have a certain amount that's burned off. If I'm not, correct me if I'm wrong. I believe you have a certain amount that's burned off, basically saying that the 6.5 or 6.6 billion coins, like 300 million, has been burned off. Again, correct me if I'm wrong. Um, but yeah, I think Grock definitely has a lot of growth potential. We look at the last year. Right now, it's still sitting closer to the lower levels. We know that a 2 cent price point, a 3 cent price point is doable, and it definitely will be a lot higher than that as you see altcoin season truly come. So it's ready for a breakout, just like a lot of other things. Um, but I think we will see a major uptick in Grock holders and Grock believers, and you look at the sentiment, right? It's 95% bullish versus 5% bearish. I'm very bullish on it. I still hold, and my position is like $2,000 down on my play. I hold a million of it, and when we look at it, I'm down by about $2,000. Not sweating it. I don't care if it gets down to one. If it gets down to $1,000 worth of balance, you can guarantee that I'm buying another 1 million because I 100% believe that this is going to be worth a lot more than a level just of half of a penny or 1 cent or 3 cents. So get ready for that. Come on, Jasmy, $5. That's a lot. That's a huge market cap. I think that's a $250 billion market cap at a level of $5, unless you see burns or a lockup. So yeah, the hype will be massive. Grok AI will have a meme generator integrated into X. FOMO will begin. I don't disagree with you. I do not disagree with you. I want to get on here while the market is hot. Like we haven't seen the market truly hot in a while, and I want to be on live while the market is absolutely hot, while things are on fire, while Shiba Inu and Jasmy Coin and Terra Luna Classic and so many other things are blowing up. I want to be live during those times. I like the energy. I like the what we're looking at. I like the conversations. I like the predictions that people have. Right now, the market is not hot at all. We did see some positivity as the stream started, but now we're getting to a point to where things are starting to hit a little bit of a turn, right? Starting to come down in the last hour. I don't know what's happening in the stock market if we're seeing kind of the same. So let me go ahead and look at the last day. It looks like the markets are still looking positive, at least for me and the things that I'm invested into. Um, majorly positive, right? $435 up, $438 up in the last um, day. You can see I'm up to $107,000 instead of 106. So definitely making some moves in the stock market. And honestly, I want to invest more, but I always want a dollar cost average in a down day, and I haven't had a down day in a while. And so if I am going to invest another $2,000, which I need to invest $2,000 every month, $24,000 a year, and if I can do a little bit more, I will do more. But $24,000 a year would be great. I just don't know if I should put the $2,000 in now or if I should put the $2,000 in when it's a down day. I don't know. I mean, I typically like to dollar cost average in no matter what time it is, um, uh, whether it's a majorly down day, majorly up day. It doesn't matter because it's about the long term. So that's probably where my mindset should be. So probably going to invest a little bit there. I also have my Webull account. I want to see where that is. Give me a second. Let me log in. Blah, blah, blah. I brought my cost basis down, but is that the last day's P&L or is that overall? So it looks like the only thing is Nvidia is up. Coinbase is down by $840. It says AMC is down by 26,000. That's not right, but that's the way they classify it. So nothing's really up a major amount, but we're going over the long term. So I just started making those investments. Now I have to install an update. Okay. So maybe I should put another $2,000. Let me check my bank account here. What to do? Gas. Gas is due. I guess I need to get off here and pay some bills. What? Yeah, I guess I need to get off here and pay some bills here. How about Ron token? What are your thoughts? I haven't looked into it. Massive. PDL for Jasmy lockup will start soon, Matt. Is it possible for Jasmy to reach $1? Yes. Thanks, Perry. I'll show our community your kind words. Always love for you, brother. Maybe we can get on an X Spaces one day. Yeah, at one point. I can never commit to a time, like ever. I feel like I always have different things going on. It's been a little bit better recently because of the, kids going back to school and everything, but I've still been kind of busy with everything that needs to be done, what it seems like. So, so yeah. But yeah, I think I want to throw a little bit more money into the. Oh, I didn't even check my bank account. I was gonna check my bank account because I think I have like 20 bands that are coming out for the car. So, and that's not even all of it. All right, so it did already come out. That's a lot of money. Not a lot of money in there. A lot of money that was taken out. That's all my money. Oh, I got it, more money. Um, PDF for Jasmine Lockout will start soon, Matt. They are finalizing the app, which is called Jasmine Super Wallet. That will be great. Like I said, I want to be less removed from what's going on. I try to be as um, like open and willing to look at absolutely everything that's going on, but I haven't been doing it. I have to be honest. With a lot of things I've been trying, but it's just so difficult to stay on task. So I appreciate you keeping me updated, and feel free to continue to keep me updated as best as you possibly can. I'll do the best that I can with, researching as well, and putting that information out there for a lot of people. But I think we've already done an hour of live streaming today. I'm gonna go and see if I can make a decision on whether I want to, um, add $2,000 to my dividend portfolio or not right now. I might want to wait a couple of days, and do it at the end of the month. But we'll see. I mean, if I do it right now, I'm just kind of ripping the band-aid off right now, so it doesn't really matter. However, we are up a total of, in the last year, of $10,655, or 11%. So there's always a chance that it could come back, but who really cares? It's about the long term. It's not about what's happening right now. So I should have, if I'm going to invest $2,000, I should have 109,000. I mean, that's right there to where I should say maybe I should just invest 3,000 to get me to 100 and or $110,000. But it's not a given that we're going to stay there. So I'm only going to invest $2,000 and put it into certain plays, and I'll let people know what I'm doing over on my Matthew Perry 2 channel. So remember, guys, hit the like button. Thank you all for hit the like button. We're over 100 likes. I appreciate it. Also, if you want to check out my link for Margex, if you want to start trading on Margex, get started with leverage trading, feel free to use my link. It's in the chat. You can also use my link for Trade Assist, which should be in the description. If it's not, then you can always find it on one of my videos. But Trade Assist is great as well. It's a great indicator that helps you understand buy zones and sell zones, especially in the long term. But I'm gonna get out of here. So hit the subscribe button if you haven't subscribed already, and we'll definitely do a lot more live streams. It's just we need some more positivity, some more movement in the market, and some more news that's happening. Today is not really the biggest on news. So I'm gonna get out of here, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. See ya. Peace.